Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Conscious Dating Online. I am your host, Francis Mahan. Today's episode will be about dating a non committed man. And when I say non committed, it could be someone who does not want commitment, someone who is divorced, someone who is separated, or said that he or she is separated. Why such situations can be not only complicated, but a disadvantage for you. Number one, you can end up getting hurt. Number two, you may get involved to a point where it will make it difficult for you to try to get away from it. Once you have met someone and indulge into a relationship with them, time transcends and you find yourself developing feelings, emotions, and connection with this individual. What if this person is separated or said that he is? What if the person wears a wedding ring but says he is divorced? Ask yourself a question. How many men in this real world will divorce their wife and still wear a wedding ring? Not too many. I know when I got divorced, I took off my ring, not necessarily because I was looking for a partner, but because I was no longer committed to my ex. So the question is, will you date someone that's wearing a ring and tells you that he is a divorce? I personally will have my doubts. Some men work outside their home or away from where they live, and they are married, they are committed, but they want to have a little bit of fun away from home. If you are the type of person that gets involved with someone like that, you're in for a pleasant surprise. Number one, he won't be committed. He will be the one that's not available on the weekend, is always busy, and has a lot of excuses. Number two, he's never going to tell you whether he is really divorced or not. Sometimes he will give you excuses or not really complete the sentences to tell you how he got divorced, when he got divorced, and why is he divorced. That right there is a hint that this person you are getting involved with is actually not a divorced man or woman. Oftentimes, people hide the truth just because they want to have a little bit of fun. And just because there is a lot out there available for them to do so. And some women will do it. Women have become so liberated that they don't mind whether a man wears a wedding ring or not. I know I do. I once met a person who was separated from his wife for 3 months. They were going to get a divorce, but unfortunately, as they were managing to do what they wanted to do with the divorce and the kids and the property, he found out that she was pregnant. Guess what happened? They went back and they're still together today. So, my advice to you is take your time, be cautious, be careful. Don't get too emotionally involved with someone that you do not know with all certainty that they are separated, single, and not committed. Because oftentimes, by the time you realize that this person is not going to get separated or is not really divorced, it is too late. You have already developed feelings for this person. You are already too involved and you have invested a lot of your times and emotions. And that can be very detrimental emotionally. You can end up getting hurt. If you stay in a situation like that, let's say the person is married or is separated, but they're still with their ex, you are actually telling the world, the universe, and other opportunities out there that you, as an individual, are not worthy of love, that you are not worthy of having a loving, kind, compassionate relationship with a man because you are attached to something that not only you do not deserve, but that does not have a good, conclusive ending for you. Although many people choose to have a good time and to do whatever they want because this is a free spirit and free world we live in today, where many people do not think, where even women approach men that are married and they do not mind whether a man wears a ring or not. But everything has a consequence. It is the theory of what goes up must come down. And at some point, that weight is going to be heavy and you will have to experience, feel, and learn from the consequences of your actions. I am not here to tell you how to have your relationship or who to get involved with. I am just here to tell you to be cautious about what is out there, what is available. How do you choose? How to be conscious when you're dating someone? How to pick up the hints that the person is telling you precisely the truth when they're speaking. When someone says to me, I am divorced, but I wear my wedding ring. How many people do that? I am divorced, but there is no story behind the divorce. That means the person is hiding something. Anyone who's free and is willing to establish a relationship with a new partner or a new person is not going to wear a ring. To me, a ring does not attract me to a man. If I see a ring, I am not moving forward. I can make my choices. I have the freedom to choose who I want to love, and so do you. My advice to you is don't get hurt on the account that you're not being careful about who you meet, who you socialize with, who you communicate with, and how do you listen to what the person has to say when you are communicating with them. Oftentimes, you can pick up so many hints, especially from men more than women. I believe that we are a little bit more reserved unless we have a few drinks and we just let it go than men are. We are more likely to listen because it is our nature as mothers, as nurturing female, than men are. And men, when they become friendly, they are more likely to divulge the truth, sometimes even without knowing, even without being aware that they are telling you the truth if you listened carefully. Being conscious while dating does not mean that you have to be afraid, that you are so intimidated by the opposite sex or what's out there. What it really means is simply to pay attention, to use your intuition, and to be aware of who and what is before you. Take a deep and thorough observation as to who you are communicating, listening to what they have to say to you, how they say it, where does it come from, what are they trying to say to you, really? Because if you pay attention, you will learn a lot. If you are conscious, you will gather enough evidence and enough information that can tell you whether this person is a good choice or if you as an individual are going to waste your time engaging into a relationship that has no future. Because the truth is, if you engage with a man who is separated or a woman, if you engage with a person who is married, more than likely you don't have a future. 99% of the time, a man is not leaving his wife, his children, his possession to go for another woman unless he can afford to do that. Trust me, I know. When a man decides that he no longer wants to be in a relationship, he will be the first one to walk away, to find a way to take off that wedding ring and be free to let the world know that he is available. So, my friends, be conscious while dating. Be aware, listen, pay attention, and do not dismiss the hints and information that you can get from communicating with your partner next time you decide to date someone. Thank you for listening. It's been a pleasure as usual. I am your host, Francis Mahan. Have a wonderful day. Love and light.